if it was an animal, I could be eating a vegetable and I still want to know if it was an animal, just because when I was this big, I had that moral complex that I didn't want to eat an animal. And so it's been about 2-3 years now. And I'm sure if I wanted to now, I just couldn't, just because my body's so used to not eating it. But I've always had pets, and I've always just had this infatuation with like wild and exotic animals. And I always thought, eating a steak, I always wondered, oh, this could have been my pet's friend, or this could have been so, you know, it was always weird to me. And especially when my animals ate their dog food, I was like, that's weird, animals eating animals. It was always strange to me, so I just stopped. And PETA's sexiest vegetarian, that was a shocker. That was really cool though. I was very flattered. I've been working with Michelle at PETA, who does like all the press and handles everything. She's really cool, so when she told me, I almost peed. I was pretty excited. Hey!
How was it like working with Catherine Hardwick?
Oh, Catherine's awesome. I'd always wanted to Beyonce. I always wanted to work with Catherine. I saw Lords of Dogtown in 13, and I thought she was just awesome. And I'd never even seen an interview of hers. I don't think I even knew what she looked like, but I saw those movies and I was like, she has to be awesome. And as soon as I found out that, you know, I was going to be going into the casting and she was going to be there, I got all nervous. And well, in my opinion, I felt like I messed up the first Twilight audition, but she called me back and she was really cool. And as soon as I got in there, I just felt really relaxed. And I remember she had carrots in the audition room, and she was like, anyone want a carrot? And I was like, I'll take a carrot, Catherine Hardwick. So she was really fun.
Okay, Emily from Princeton. There, right there, that hand in the middle. Okay, were you anything like your character in high school?
Yeah, well, I feel like I'm a lot like Angela. I didn't go to an actual like day school, like I was homeschooled. But in general, I do feel like I'm a lot like Angela. I can be kind of shy. But I feel like as soon as I get like used to something, I kind of open up a little bit more. So, I mean, like backstage, I was like, I gotta go on stage. But now I'm just like relaxed. Yeah, I feel really close to Angela.
All right, next question is from Emma, row Q, seat 16. Okay. She wants to know, were you shocked to find Twilight to be such a phenomenon?
Yes and no. At first, I didn't really have any idea. Like, I didn't think it was going to be huge. I didn't think it was going to be bad. I just had no idea. But I think when I started going to like meet everyone, and you know, my agents were telling me like new information and when we were going to film and who else is going to be in it, I started like going online and seeing what people had to say on message boards and stuff, and the message boards were at a minute, and I couldn't even take that in. It was so crazy to me. But going to the premiere and stuff, like seeing the amount of people, and I slowly kind of got used to the fact that Twilight was kind of a phenomenon, and it made me all giddy. I was like, this is really cool.
Alright, I'm sorry if I butchered this name, but is it Ashatau?
Hey.
Did I get it right? Oh, yes! Come on, stand up. Wave. This is... She wants to know, how old were you when you first started acting?
I think I was about 10. Yeah, I think I was about 10. I was really young, but I didn't start working until I was like 13 maybe, which I didn't really have a problem with, but yeah, I was kind of little. I was 10.
Danica from Minnesota.
Hey.
What is your favorite book from the series and why?
Break it down. It felt slightly different than the rest. Like, it felt more grown up, and it was really intense, and I loved that it was split into like 3 different books. And I don't know, there was something about it that just like hit me. I was like, this is going to be epic. And we'd already filmed Twilight, so I was picturing the whole thing as a movie, and I just thought, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be great. I like all the different characters they brought into it, the different like bad vampires, the big vampires, the like massive battle they have. I like the idea that they have Renesmee. I think that's adorable. And I especially like the part where Jacob imprints on her. That was, I'm assuming everyone's read the book, so I feel like I'm not ready. But yeah, great dog.
Okay, Brittany from Coon Rapids.
Hey.
Well, she has a question that I'm sure everybody wants to know. What was it like working with Kristen?
Kristen is really cool. Catherine had this like way of casting everyone that just kind of like meshed together. Everyone was really laid back and fun to be around. I first met her in LA doing like casting kind of. We like everyone who was going to be in the film read together, and she was just really just like flowing, just laid back, and just hey, how are you? And just really nice. And you know, everyone, Catherine, Kristen, Rob, they were all just very welcoming. Zac Efron. Let me tell you why. I'm usually not a huge like Zac Efron. Like I'm not one of those girls who's had a crush on Zac Efron forever. It just kind of like hit me. I was watching 17 again on a flight, and I was like, this movie is so good. I love me some Zac Efron. Like, but yeah, right now it's Zac Efron.
Is it fun to see yourself in Twilight as Angela?
Yeah, it was pretty weird the first time I saw the movie. I know, everyone's slightly critical of themselves, so I always felt like I could have done this or I could have done that. But overall, it was really exciting to see it, especially at the premiere, because I'd only seen it on like a screen this big beforehand. So to get to go to the premiere and see it on that huge screen, it was weird and exciting all at the same time. It was my first feature film, so I was pretty stoked about it.
What was it like to work with Kellen Hunt?
Kellen's crazy. Kellen's awesome though. I mean, everyone I got to work with was gorgeous, so I mean, I had no complaints. Yeah, Kellen's really fun.
What was it like to have 2 different directors on the 2 movies, and do you think that having a different director changed the tone on the set at all?
Well, yeah, I think everyone has their own like style and feel and groove, and I feel like they're getting really good people every time. I feel like everyone they've gotten or everyone they're gonna get is really just kind of made for that. You know, like they know what they're doing in that kind of, because each book I feel like changes slightly, and I feel like the directors that they're getting fit that little like nook perfectly. So it was a lot of fun working with both of them. They're both really cool.
When all the actors and actresses go through makeup, like what is like your response when you first see them after they come out?
Well, the first time I think everyone was just like wanting to see everyone's little transformation and say, that's so cool, oh my god, let me see your eyes, contacts. But I think after a while we kind of got used to it. I remember I saw Jackson without like his Jasper hair, and I went, whoa, that's weird. So it became like the opposite. Like when I wasn't wearing my glasses, people were like, who are you? I remember as soon as we finished Twilight, no one recognized me. It was the first time anyone had ever seen me without glasses and my hair down, and everyone's like, nice to meet you. I remember Jackson did it, and Catherine even did it. She was like, I'm Catherine, and I was like, thanks. Worked with you for a month. But everyone was really shocked to see people outside of their character just because they got so used to it. It was hard to recognize anyone when they weren't Twilight.